All right. Along with one of Ange and mine's favorite artists, one of our longtime bus riders, who's having a birthday, I think today, not tomorrow. I think it's right now. So I'm wishing him a happy birthday. And he's got, well, Hammerfall, Infected is the album. Redemption. Basically, it's been fuel for the bus. The Hammerfall has been fantastic. I haven't heard a song I didn't like. It's fire. Metal Crusader, 666. And see there, that's an right. I talk about that all the time. It doesn't matter that it's in someone's name or it's really in the videos. And I don't really care. I mean, if you look around, I mean, why would I? I like marketing and how ideas are sold to people, so I tend to notice all kinds of shit. But in the end, the hell, I think we all should treat people the way, we treat, Nothing but love and care, cool comments, thoughtful requests, and you give back. So happy birthday, my friend. I appreciate it. Hammerfall has been awesome. And without you, I probably wouldn't have been turned on to so much of it. So, and here's the Diggin' Twisted Sister, too. There's a good example. Now I hate to stop it right away. Yeah. How about we'll go back to the top and then we'll go a bunch into it. That's a good example right here. So if this was the first song I ever heard, maybe I wouldn't like the way it dropped out of the heavy into the mellow. But because I like so many of their songs, I'll let that go. But it gets me in trouble all the time because I like to talk about that stuff. So abrupt change, interesting then. So instead of off-putting, we'll go with interesting until it's going to be good. They get a free pass, right? So let's say, this is how it works for me. If I've liked every single song up to this point, the first one I don't like, I'm probably going to finish my reaction, go back, and listen to it again. Or I'll come back a little bit later and I'll check it out. It happened with Upchurch. It happened with a couple artists that I really, really like. And I'm like, well, this ain't really my favorite. But then in the test of time, because their overall catalog is so important to the soundtrack of my life, they get the free pass. So this is exactly a good example of that. That abrupt change, first song, I don't know. I'd be like, oh, what are they doing? Now I'm like, okay, let's see what you got.
souls are the spark and the flame. Now the universe is closed. Let the blackening dissolution start. The eight are shining, impurified. Let's burn out the vial from the dark. Vial from the dark. I kneel down and pray. The elements gather around me. Envision my destined path. I can no longer avoid. I see.
I like that line. And this is where I do look real. I look okay, so he's going down to pray, right? But the elements gather around him. So in a long forgotten past of Rollen's, I could see invoking the watchtowers and calling to the elements and some other. It just makes me think of some stuff, which isn't off-putting in any way. It's just part of my background. That's not current, but exists.
The elements gather around me. Envision my destined path. I can no longer avoid. I see the black sun rising, fall. Material God, opus magnum, sees redemption. My uprising, find the sun and the moon, absolution, sees redemption. Unification, the spiritual light will unlock the gate beyond limited. Unification of man and this God will limit your life, lock the gate. Unification, the spiritual. Unification, the spiritual light will unlock the gate beyond limited. Unification of man and this God will limit your life, lock the gate.
Oh, it is. Oh. Yeah, interesting. No big deal. No, I'm just. It's. No, I like this song a lot. It's making me think of some really weird, deeper past stuff. I like this. All right. This is a birthday request. Redemption. If you are easily off-put by things out of the mainstream norm, I would end the reaction now. Just giving you a minute here. You just want to make a decision. I'm not sure. If you're debating whether you should keep going on or not, it's going to get interesting, I guess. But not maybe offensive. I don't think actually offensive. This song, oh, hey, wait. You should go if you're worried. Okay. Now, that being said, I am, I openly admit and make no bones about it now that I'm, I'm a practicing Christian, if you will. But I did actually teach a pagan study course for years, for a while. Alexandrian, Gardnerian tradition, earth magic, goddess worship, lunar deity. I'm not going to go into details. If that was my current path, this song would have... I really like this song. I like the band. But if that was my thing right now, the song would have resonated like you wouldn't believe. Because I didn't hear any negativity. I didn't take anything in there as a negative idea. So there's the difference. Imagery, toolkits, ideas are only as powerful as the direction they're pointed in my personal opinion. This is all, like I said, I tried to warn you. Go away. I'm talking about magic. If that's not off-putting, yeah, no, what a good song to conjure to. I'm mocking a little because I would take that more seriously if I was involved. But yeah, I really liked it, and it really struck a chord to an older system of ideas that I embraced for a while as I tested the waters of unifying my own personal spirituality. And I needed it to be a partnership because self, unfortunately, is always governed by greed. Not always. I think there's some people who, you never know, personal opinions only. I too concerned with being corrupted. So, not a good path for Rollen. Yeah, Redemption, Hammerfall off the album Infected. Happy birthday. I might be jumping around to some other stuff. We will definitely be getting to Hammerfall again. Just give me a couple weeks. We're going to put it on the back burner with this birthday reaction and get some other bands from the region. It's been a long time since we need some Nightwish. We need some couple other bands that I've been neglecting. Can't neglect. I don't want to neglect anybody. Have a good one. Thank you for everything, man.